Hi CMS teachers. I'm going to go over again using Microsoft OneNote to upload documents and record voice. So what we're going to start is at the Start button. If you'll go down and tap on it and go to All Programs, scroll down until you see Microsoft Office 2013. You're going to click on OneNote 2013. Now it should already be signed in from the meeting that we had last week. If this is the first time you're opening this because you were not at the meeting, the sign in for it is cmsteachers@outlook.com and the password is capital E AGLES. E is the only one capitalized. EAGLES WIN, Eagles win, no space. Okay, if you've signed in, make sure if you got a dialog box saying that you needed to verify that version or anything like that, just hit cancel before you sign in. Okay, so we're going to go up here. Make sure that your notebook is clicked onto Oral Administration Tests, and then find your tab. If your tab is not showing, go to this drop down, and there's one for all 6th grade teachers, all related arts teachers, and then content area teachers in 7th and 8th grade. If you would like to add a tab for yourself, you're more than welcome to do that. If you don't already have one and you're an ELA teacher, just go right here to the plus and you can add a new one. I'll add one for Miss Moore since we're here. And you can also even change the color of your tab. We'll make Miss Moore apple. Okay, so we're going to use Miss Moore's tab today and pretend that she is giving a test. So what she's going to do is first she wants to upload a picture of her test onto the page. Now this is not absolutely necessary, but it is something you can do so the kids can see, yep, I have the right test in my hand. If there is some problem uploading your document so that we can see it, that is less of an issue. I know one teacher I taught with this week did have trouble inserting a copy of their test because it was a scanned document sent through a Google email, and apparently there was a communication issue between Microsoft and Google. So that's not the biggest issue. We want to make sure that the voice is recorded because this is for kids with oral accommodations. So if you do have a document you would like to insert, you just hit the Insert tab and click on File Printout. Now that doesn't seem to make sense, but that's what they use. And then when you hit that, you're going to get a dialog box where you can choose your document. So you go into your documents, and I don't have a lot in there, this brand new computer, so we'll just use the daily schedule that I had typed up. Okay. Sorry, I don't know why it switched over to my Word there for a second. All right, so the daily schedule now shows in OneNote. And the next thing you want to do is to record your audio. Now, I wouldn't count on reading the daily schedule here and scrolling down and all that while you're trying to record. That's just too much to do. So have a paper copy of whatever it is you're going to read. And so now you go to Insert, Record Audio, and immediately it's going to be ready to record. You have a microphone on your laptop that will pick up your voice pretty well at a normal tone of voice. So we're going to record audio, and I'm going to read daily schedule for my students when they come to take a test on it. Okay, so when it says recording up here, it's starting to record. It dropped down because it added a little icon down here for you to know that it is recording. And you can look right here at what's going on. When you tap on recording, it tells you how it's long. We've been recording now for 18 seconds. and I could record the daily schedule and say daily schedule, first period goes from 8:10 to whatever, and it's going to record my voice as long as I do not press stop. When I press stop, I cannot continue recording. Okay, so if last year when I was recording, someone would come on the intercom and I would just press pause, because if you press stop, you're done recording. You can't go back to it. You're going to have to press pause if you want to come back. So I'm going to finish up reading this test, and I'm going to tell the kids good luck on the test. Make sure you bring it back to me after Mrs. Cooper or Mrs. Moore initials and puts the time that you finished the test. And then you press the stop button. And now your recording is finished. One good thing about using this in your own voice, you can give tips to the kids while you're reading it. You could say, number 17, make sure you go back and look at the table at the top of the page and look carefully at the diagram or anything else. Or remember when you are looking at this question to look for the stems that we talked about in class, or give them any kind of tips that you would like to help the kids. You can do that. You don't have to do that. You can just record the test. But it's just an option for you because it's your voice and your test. Okay, so when the kids come to my room or Mrs. Moore's room, they will log in and they will see the tabs and they'll open up Miss Cato's tab or Miss Brinson's tab, but we were using Miss Moore's. And this now says playback. That didn't appear until after we made a recording. So now the kids know to come in, press playback, and you can play back your audio.
Okay, so when it says recording up here, it's starting to record. It dropped down because it added a little icon down here for you to know that it is recording.
The kids can pause it, they can rewind, they can fast forward, and they know how to do it. And so you're good to go. You've got the audio recorded. That's the main thing. If you cannot attach your document, that's the least of our worries, because you're going to send that with them. But if you want any kind of visual here while they're listening, feel free to add it. Okay, so at the end, when, let's say you're coming back the next time and you want to add a different test, how do you get rid of this one? All you do is on daily schedule, you hover over it and right click and hit cut for the audio part. If there's anything else left, you can highlight it, right click and cut, and it's gone. And then your document as well, you just right click and cut, and you can clean up all that you want to clean up. Right click and then cut, and everything's gone. So that's it. That's how we upload a document, record a document, and play a document in OneNote. If you still have any questions, or if you're having any difficulty getting this done in your classroom, just come by my room. New folks, my room is 507, and I'm in there pretty much all day. And if you let me know about half a day, I'll stay late. So I'm glad to help you, and I thank you so much for everything you do to help our special needs kids. Have a great night.